Hello, I'm EnterElysium and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 with the Death or Dishonor DLC and of course the Oak 1.4 update. We're playing as Austria-Hungary, formerly Hungary, now Austria-Hungary, and we're going to continue on. We're in 1937 so far. Now, one of the things I'm a bit worried about is Romania tends to go fascist, and of course we have Italy over here, Germany over here, and they're also fascist, which kind of leaves us stuck in the middle. Fascist to the left of me, fascist to the right, and here I am stuck in the middle with Yugoslavia. Huh, that works really, really well. Romania might not go fascist. I think we've seen good evidence that both Germany and Italy are going fascist. Romania is probably going to go fascist, but we can't guarantee that. Delay. Awesome. Let's move on elastic defense. There's no industry to be done, is there? Not right now. I mean, other than, you know, increased resources, which won't have a massive effect as I'd like. Oh, we could do computing machine. Yeah. Decreased research time. It's a little bit ahead of time, but not prohibitively so. Industrial revitalization. Now, instead of continuing down that tree, I'm afraid we've got more important things to do. We need to go down this tree, because protecting Czechoslovakia might give us Czechoslovakia. If you read the text, Czechoslovakia has since its independence grown powerful and industrious, but the lands are still eyed greedily by their neighbours. We will offer them our protection against these threats, either by welcoming them once again as an integral part of our empire, or by granting them association status. And of course, I think Transylvania does the same. It is time to reclaim. I think we get like, yeah, Hungary demands Transylvania. So this is just we get a claim. This is just we get claims. This is just we get claims, and this is just these are recollect claims. Honestly, everything here is completely pointless because a claim, all it does is decrease the time it takes to justify a war goal, and also all it does is decrease the cost of justifying the war goal. Which is pointless, because as a monarchist, we're unaligned, because monarchy isn't actually a faction, it's just assumed to be unaligned. We need to get to 50% more tension before we can declare war, which is pointless, because when you get to 50% more tension, it kind of ramps up to 100. So this doesn't matter. Oh, we get a slightly faster war. Well, by the time that happens, World War II will already be happening, and we'll be busy. This is important. I honestly don't really rate this. I think this bit of the tree, let me have a war, give me the ability to, I don't know, demand something from them, they can turn me down or whatever, sure. As is, I don't like it, because it's pointless. Claims are neither here nor there. They don't really make any difference. I've never seen any real difference come from having a claim. This, we can go for. Let's protect Czechoslovakia, and hopefully they'll join the fold before they give the Sudetenland away to Germany. You know what I mean, Czechoslovakia. I know you're considering it, despite the fact you've got level 7, they've got level 7 thoughts. Oh, there we go. Right, what do we want over here? When do we want it? Now. We'll get elastic defense. Sure. Seems like a good bet. People have been asking, by the way, why I chose to go for, whatchamacallit? Mobile warfare as opposed to Spear of Firepower. Spear of Firepower is good. Mobile warfare I went for because if we have a look over here, we get a choice. Home defense, research bonus for grand battle plan, or mobile focus, research bonus for mobile warfare. We don't get one for superior firepower. That's just not a choice. It's a little bit unfair, forcing you to go down a certain doctrine. I'm not really sure I'm a fan of this, because it kind of forces your hand to go down a certain doctrine. And especially since, you know, mobile warfare doesn't play the best for most people. In fact, I'd say superior firepower is the way to go. But since that is the case, we'll play it. And we're going to go for the mobile warfare because we'll get the bonus. Ooh, what do we want now? We probably want... I know I just researched this to get field hospitals, but we probably want engineering company to be able to start entrenching ourselves. That's going to be very important for us. We need that entrenchment. Entrenchment? Yeah. Modify government. Tempting to skip free trade backwards a little bit, but for now I'm just going to hold it. because I'm not sure when war will break out or when I'll have a chance to up my conscription laws, etc. So for now, we'll hold on. And in fact, that brings me up to the next point, which is we should probably train a few more troops. So we'll train 2 batches of 6, and we'll train them in Lower Austria. We'll also, start training you again. Mostly, not because I want the veterancy, but because I want the army experience. And this actually creates army experience, so I'm just going to train everyone. It'll cost me supplies, but I need the army experience. Ooh. Following discussion at the highest level that run late into the night, the Czechoslovakian government has decided to accept our offer and proclaim Otto von Habsburg the King of Bohemia and the Margrave of Moravia. The soldiers of the former Czech army have sworn an oath to the new king and emperor, and the civilian administration of the realm has been fully reintegrated. It's amazing! Right. Well, let's claim Transylvania then. Romania, we want Transylvania back, which is that and that. Northern and Transylvania. There's no southern, is there? It's just Transylvania North, yeah. Okay, this is going to be complex, though, because we now have a load of new forces. 45 of them. Ooh, 45. I approve. That we need to alter. Namely, we have a lot of Alpine units. Now, there is a nice addition, by the way, to this patch. 1.4 allows you to double-click to select all of the same type. This is going to make this a lot easier. Let's have a quick look. Yo, what? Just... Why do we have 8 different types of infantry? What? With like 3... AI, are you sure you're doing this right? Okay, what about... Right, so this is our Alpine. And this is their Alpine. Ooh, their Alpine is probably better, actually, for us, because it's got more Alpine units, and I want to get to 20. So their Alpine is probably the correct way to go. So if we select... Did we train any Alpine yet? No, we haven't trained any Alpine. So what we'll do is we'll get rid of our Alpine, which is the Alpine Jäger. Which one do we want? That's 4 horses and a recon, and this is 4 horses and a recon. They're exactly the same. Okay, we'll get rid of you. We'll get rid of you. My, this is complicated. What about you? You're actually what we want. The Yezdeka. 3 cavalry. We'll get rid of the recon eventually, because that's going to be an MP. But yeah, we do want to convert people to the Yezdeka. So, thank you for people who told me that this is the change division template. Yezdeka. We will gain manpower and infantry equipment because we're decreasing the size. Yezdeka. And now we can get rid of our Hussar. Now, infantry. Gonna select... I don't know why I couldn't double-click you. Oh, it is working now. Alright, all of you. Join them. Sure, why not? Everyone here should now be infantry. Yes. Convert you all to the Gaialog Dandar. We need towed artillery. We have none. We need infantry equipment. We have some. We need support equipment. We have some. We also gain manpower. Ooh. Okay. Very well. Now, unfortunately, this means we're going to need to make some major changes to our front line with Germany. At least we've got, you know, forts up here. That'll be really helpful. But down here, not so much. I'm really worried about this part here. Also, a general's not going to cut it anymore, so we're going to need to go field marshal. I will move. Nope. There we go. All of you over to there, because we want the Alpine units actually over here. Then for you, we're gonna need to start doing this in a very clever manner. General! Because if we're gonna fight Romania, we're gonna need to be prepared. Poland, how are you doing? You are guaranteeing Romania. Okay, so we have to fight Romania, we have to fight Romania. That's, you know, that's fine. But at least get prepared for this. I'm going to try and practice. Also, oh, we have a lot more military factories. I'm appreciating this. Very much so. We're going to need a lot more for our artillery catch up. In fact, we're going to need to start making mobile... Yeah, motorized. Because if we are going to produce what they call field hospitals and maybe radio, both of those need motorized. British Malaya. Hello. We'll need some rubber. France. More steel, please. Oil. Soviet Union. You won't... What? You won't give me oil? What did I ever do to you, United States? Oh, fine. You just don't like monarchies. I guess that's true, historically. Fair enough. Not gonna sneeze, not gonna sneeze, not gonna sneeze. Oh, pardon me. Sorry about that. Right. Where were we? Oh yeah, teaching you not to be terrible. Alright, offensive line. Quite simply, I want an offensive line. Oh, maybe we should separate. Yeah, cancel that. Separate Poland and Romania by forcing a wedge between them. If we instead go for that as a front line. Prevent them from reinforcing each other. Maybe edit that a little bit so that we actually still take land over here, especially if they've got like land that's undefended. Okay. Keep practicing. Got a little bit more army experience, which is good. What are we going to spend that on? Nah, I don't want to get support artillery. We've already got enough artillery. And by that I mean we don't have any. We need to build more. Build more artillery. Lots more artillery. Alright, come on. Claim Transylvania. Don't join the Allies. With Czechoslovakia we can actually take on Poland. And if we can do this without a world war erupting, I'll be very, very happy. Okay, right. Stop practicing. War's about to erupt. You need to prepare. You might as well continue practicing over here. Okay. Romania refuses to give up Transylvania. Well then. Ooh. Anger is a poor guide will bide our time. Lose cause, lose national unity, will tension decrease. Or, they went too far this time. Hungary mobilizes, gain national spirit war preparation, which grants justify war goal time minus 50%, planning speed plus 20. They went too far this time. Do we not actually get a way to go to war with them? There we go. The ultimatum's deadline has come and gone without a Romanian reply. Outraged Hungarian officials have already denounced Romania's government, claiming that they are destabilizing the region, with insistence to adhere to unlawful treaties. Both nations seem preparing for a war that may well erupt any day. Oh yes. I think these are also really hard-coded. Like, look at this. It says Hungarian officials. It should be Austro-Hungarian officials, but okay. Here we go. Choose a mediator. Approach Germany, Britain, France, or Italy. Despite the high tensions, there is still a chance to solve the issue through diplomacy. The other side has approached us through back channels, suggesting we will not necessarily be against a commission of uninvolved nations to decide the issue. Who should we approach? Does anyone like us? No. Really no. Also no. Let's quickly improve relations with France. Just a little bit more. We'll approach France. Just get it to 0. Hi, France. Good call on extending the Maginot Line, by the way. The Transylvanian Compromise. In the early morning hours, the delegation of the conference have succeeded in hammering out a compromise. Under these terms, we would get northern Transylvania, while the southern part of the area will remain in Romania. I want to not accept it. I want war. Fine, it's the best we could ask for. Fine. I want to refuse. I don't get a choice, I think. I think that's it. National focus. These only give me cores, so like I say, I'm not that interested in them. What we need is the extra tech, so reintegrate the railroads. Normally that gives a buff to Czechoslovakian opinion, but they don't exist anymore, so... Right, let's also start poaching some forces. Because, my god, we're going to need them. And I want half your forces allocated to this attack. Holding against Germany is going to be that tough part if they attack. Which they probably will. Ooh. More concession will be forced on the Kingdom of Romania, with Bulgarian reclaiming southern Dobruja. The territory was annexed by Romania in 1913 after the Second Balkan War. It was most populated by ethnic Bulgarians and Turks. Huh. Excellent. Bulgaria. Hello. Somewhat friendly. We should get you on side. We've got plenty of stuff we should spend right now. What we could do is we could get a fascist. We could switch to being fascist. We'd still have all the same, like, abilities and stuff. It would just mean that we can actually declare war. I'm not gonna... I really want to do it just because it'll allow me to declare war and be active rather than just sitting here passively. But I'm not gonna, based on just the fact that it would kind of be a little bit against the spirit. But it would definitely be the right way to do this. We will get... infantry designer, because we're going down that route soon. Route? We're going down that route soon. Road and route combined together. I'm doing a really good job of combining words together at the moment. Right. Yeah, might as well keep training everybody. It's going to use up equipment, but at the same time, at least it's getting us army experience, which we do desperately need. Sadly, I didn't really want Northern Transylvania. I wanted Southern, because Southern has a few more slots than Northern. But hey-oh. Can't get everything you wish for. At least it's defensible, being a nice mountainous region. If I had the forces to go in those mountainous regions. How's that training coming? Slowly. I'm going to start training those alongside. Ooh. We can also delete you. Right. How's research going? We do really need the extra research slot. We're being kind of hampered at the moment because of that. I could totally take a war against Romania or Poland. Poland? Poland. I said that kind of weird. Romania or Poland, I could totally take a war against them. But I can't, because I can't attack anyone, because... World tension 50% is required from monarchy to attack anyone. And I could totally go ham right now. I could be like, yeah, you die, you die, you die. Hey, we need to attack Yugoslavia. Because Serbia's part of Yugoslavia, isn't it, right now? There we go. Yeah, there it is. Serbia. I should have guessed. I should have spotted I know that Belgrade. Right. I should have got that one. I should have got that one immediately. Sorry. Belgrade, Serbia. I just didn't read. I didn't read it. Because it was the Serbs who shot Archduke Frederick Ferdinand. And they started World War I. And we got hammered for it in the Treaty of Trianon and all that jazz. You know, after World War I, we got hammered over and over and over again by all the different treaties. And we blame Serbia. We want Serbia back. Serbia is ours. We need it. We want the precious. That wasn't my Gollum voice. It can be kind of hard to do a Gollum voice at the moment, but give me a try, give me a try.
Stupid fat Serbia. We want it. We want it for us. It gives us the precious. Give it to us raw and Belgrade. Make it nasty. Albania.
There we go. It's not a very good one. I can't go block nose at the moment, but I'll do my best. I'll do my best. You know me. We will get... I think at the moment we kind of want to hold on to some of that manpower, but I don't know. Let's look at our resources. We did get Czechoslovakia, so we've got a good supply of resources now. We are importing a few things, so... So we're importing 1, 6, 1, 1, 1, I think. Oh, no, this is our spare. Imported 1, 1, 1, 5. Wait. 4. 4. 1, 1, 1, 4. So we're using 7 factories right now. Whereas we're exporting so much aluminium that we're probably actually making up that deficit quite quickly. Yeah, we're actually getting a lot of factories from our imports. So we're actually happy doing an export focus right now. I don't want to change that. Because each 8 resource is 1 factory. So we give them 1 factory for 8 of a resource, but we're sending out so many units of aluminium that they must be giving us 13 factories or something? I haven't checked. It's more than that. It's more than 15. Yeah. Probably good right now. More industrialist. Meh. I'll hold on for the moment unless we want to get tanks, which we might do. We've got a reasonable industrial bases now. The Czech industrial base added. It's a shame we don't get the Czech national spirit of oh, you get plus to armor production and stuff because we're awesome. Unassigned divisions. Hello. Why is there... Come on. There we go. 6 of you. I'm going to say over here to Romania. We're also going to need to get some Alpine units out. So let's start training you. Set location. Bohemia. Because they're going to be very useful fighting in and around the hills and mountains up here. Mud. Mud is the worst thing to fight in, by the way. Look at that. Division attrition plus 70%. Division speed minus 50. Division attack minus 40. Mud is horrific. It is the worst weather condition, I think, that I know of in Hearts of Iron. I mean, maybe some of the crazy, deep winter stuff you get up here, but in general, mud is the worst because it appears everywhere. And maybe not everywhere. I don't know if you get mud down here. Free civilian factories. That is what I was waiting for. How many we got? Quite a lot. We'll get a few more, and I want to put the few more here, because as we get attacked, I expect us to lose civilian factories, but also to keep our military going. Because if we start losing land, we need our military. We don't need civilian factories, we need our military. So, we'll get a few more civilian factories, and then we'll start going ham for more military. That seems like a good idea to me. Right. How's those research coming? Let's go 5 times speed. We've got things we need to research, so... German Reich demands the Sudetenland. Ooh! In the middle of the ongoing situation, Germany has demanded the Sudetenland territory from us to protect the German population of the region. With the ongoing situation, they made it very clear that this is it. There'll be no negotiations or diplomacy. They will have the Sudetenland, or they will go to war over it. Technically, Italy isn't on their side yet. Okay, half of you, get over here. Half of you, get over here. This is it. There are no ifs, ands, or buts. Right, so the other half. Deploy. Deploy quickly. Deploy really quickly. Okay, so let's get... We could go for 3 build slots, but 2 build slots and 2 factories sounds a much better deal for me at the moment. We also want to grab with our spare research slot. Field hospitals, if we're going to war, we desperately... Oh, no. If we're going to war right now, we need support weapons. Buffs are just too good. You need to stop training. Forgot about that. Get in position. Oh my god, have they just left the front wide open? They have. They can have their war if they dare. Come at me. This is it. That front is looking pretty bulky right now. Engineer company. Quickly, get us the field hospital. We're also going to change our infantry to actually have the engineer company involved. Okay. Germany, are you actually going to use that war focus? Are you going to declare war on us? Because it could happen any second. And we're ready. I mean, you know, we don't have enough artillery, but other than that, we're ready. Ooh, more reinforcements. Not reinforcements, sorry. Or support equipment. We need more support equipment. Kind of a lot. I know people are probably saying, oh, you've got plenty of guns. Well, as soon as war is declared, guns tend to go down very quick. But you're right, we could probably decrease it a little bit. Just about to there. I don't feel going any further would be beneficial. We're going to go Blitzkrieg on mobile infantry. We're probably going to go mobile infantry here because it also does benefit all infantry plus 10% organization. And I know that this is useful, but it's not really useful right at the moment. So mobile infantry is probably the way to go. Okay, so... will they attack? Or will they just call it a day? The 4th International. Number of communist delegates from around the world met in Paris today. They've still got a strong communist element. Communist France would not be good for us because it would be sandwiched between Soviet Union and Commie France. That said, Commie France might fall pretty quick to Germany. Okay, ooh, can we get this yet? No, we cannot. We're gonna have to get support urbanization first. I guess we will. We really want those extra research slots. You still can't cover your full line. You've got a lot of light tanks, though. I'll give you that, Germany. Your light tanks are going to be a bit of a pain, but it just means I need to hit you before you hit me. How's that training coming? No artillery, so having issues. Well, deploy you anyway.
Yes.
And then join... Join Italy. Just keep training. How's the artillery situation? Could be better. I can't believe that support equipment is only 6 a day. We can bang out over 10 artillery a day, but support equipment... Oh, no, that's a hard one. Really weird. Low manpower. Ah.
PJ.
Not much we can do about that. Okay, I could put the manpower down here. I think our best bet is to put the manpower up here, though. So half of you to here. Other half to here. And replace 6 over here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over here. There we go. Right, support weapons. That's great. We could keep going on, but they haven't shown a kind of proclivity to attack us yet, so I'm kind of wondering, should we just start hammering out some industrial stuff? Yeah, probably. Advanced machine tools. Get me more stuff. Germany's going to miss this opportunity to attack us. I think it's war, like, what's it called? Justification runs out of time, so... Oh, pardon me. I think this justification will run out of time if it just waits there. Hell, I don't mind if it wants to wait and run out of justification time, but I do worry that it's just waiting for Italy to get on side, because if Italy and Germany get together, then this is going to be a real issue. We will need more steel, I guess. Okay. And yes, I'm aware manpower is an issue. Oh, support urbanization and Pax Americana. The United Kingdom exerts influence in Greece. Ooh. More than a century after Lord Byron's participation in the Greek War of Independence, whether the United Kingdom is successful remains to be seen. Looking to the conflicts in other continents, Alf Landon has announced a new foreign policy program intended to keep the peace at home. Okay. Yeah. This is not really going to happen, is it? Let's just cancel all the Alpine, and we should get some manpower from that. Which will immediately go into units in the field, I imagine. No? Ah. 40k is, I guess, enough to keep in reserve for the moment. We need to spend some of this. War industrialist, military factory construction speed. How's construction going? Good. Yeah, we're getting onto the military factories now, which we desperately need. National Focus, Institute for Industrial Techniques. +1 research slot. Definitely want that. Advanced machine tools. Excellent. Construction. 3. Yeah, bonuses to building stuff. Always useful. Italy announces claim on Yugoslavian territory. They are upsetting the fragile balance of power in the region. I mean, am I one to really talk? Okay, we'll see what happens here. More resources? Oh, tungsten, okay. Fair enough. Field hospital. Awesome. And it is basically tomorrow it will be 39. We could start doing the double stuff for 39. Get even better units. Concentrated industry though. Concentrated industry it is. But we have now unlocked field hospitals, so we'll need motorized and we'll need more support equipment. Not that we have it, but with our manpower situation, preserving manpower is important. The field hospital will really help with that. Trickleback plus 20%. Yes. Also, reduction in experience loss. How's our production issue now? We need 3,000 support equipment. That's fine. That's nothing to be worried about at all. Ugh. I'm not decreasing the guns below 5, just because ramping them back up for wartime will just take too long. At least the artillery is getting somewhere. Screw it. We're going to need all the support equipment we can get. I don't know why we're having issues with support equipment. I normally never do. Apparently today's the day.
Yes.
Also, you need a front line. There we go. Just in case. Right. Stop training. This is probably why we're hurting our support equipment. Stop training. You train them up and then we'll stop. I imagine that support equipment is mostly going to training units. There's the extra industrial slot. Not industrial slot. Research slot. We could start doing like decryption or something. Next level of artillery. Only takes 82 days. It's a good call. We should do that. Free civilian factories. Nah, that's what I've been waiting to hear. Music to my ears. There we go. Give me military factories. National focus. Right. Announce the Goya program. Bonus for industry. Lovely. That means we'll actually be doing it ahead of time, probably. Then we've got civilian industry, which leads down to foreign investors, expand the aluminium industry, expand the Memphis steelworks, and then we get a technology slot, which is kind of like, like a slight bonus to building factories. More civilian factories, a little bit of steel, a little bit of aluminium. Or we could go this way. An extra research slot immediately off the bat, after getting military factories, boost Hungarian aviation industry, which is more military factories, and then we just jump in here. I much prefer this tree. So we're going to announce the Goya program. And we should probably modify the government some more. Let's get a tank designer. We'll actually probably want to start rolling out some tanks soon, thinking about that. Although we will take a time to research up to the correct level of tank. If we have a quick look around, we're looking at here. Light, medium. Oh, it's a long way to go. Or just heavy. We could go heavy. It would be weird, but we could do it. It would be amusing. Not that we'd be able to produce many of them. We'd have maybe like 2 units of heavy tanks and we'd be pushing to get that many. But it would be kind of funny. For now, though, we're going to call it for this episode. If you've liked, not subscribed, please consider subscribing. But of course, until next time, I've been EnterElysium. Let me know down below what you think. And stay shiny.